Good films can make our life better, a lot better, and Shawshank Redemption is one such film that motivates and inspires us to do impossible things. The movie tells us the story of Andy Dufresne, who was imprisoned in Shawshank prison for 2 life sentences after he was convicted for the murder of his wife and her lover. But you know what? Andy didn't even commit the crime. He was falsely accused of the murder. Still, he suffered in prison and earned his redemption in the end. Why talk about a movie, you ask? Well, as a student, you can learn so much from this movie which will definitely result in getting better grades. So today in this video, we are going to tell you 3 lessons that you can learn from Shawshank Redemption. Lesson number 1. Get out of your comfort zone and become successful. If you have seen the movie, then you know how Andy was dedicated to escape from the prison. He invests his time and wits in building the tunnel for 2 decades. Whereas on the other hand, Brooke, the old librarian, finds fear in his freedom. He becomes so comfortable in prison that when he steps out, he kills himself. See, that's how devastating the comfort zone is. So, as a student, if you want to achieve great heights in your life, then you have to come out of your comfort zone before it kills your dreams. Lesson number 2. Hope can turn your life. When Andy first entered the Shawshank, he was very depressed because he was serving a life sentence for the crime that he never committed. These circumstances would break most of us, but Andy was extremely determined to escape from the prison, which was next to impossible. Do you know what gave him the motivation to keep grinding and doing the impossible thing? Hope. Yes, you heard that right. When everything goes wrong, then hope is the only thing that will keep you moving forward. So, if you are getting less marks in the exam or if you are failing, then don't you ever lose hope. Just give your 100% because one thing for sure, if you stay consistent, then sooner or later cards will turn in your favor. Lesson number 3. Time is everything. Serving a life sentence would be enough to devastate even the most strong-willed person, but still, Andy was making the most out of his time by dedicating it to tunneling his way out of the prison. He also turned the library from a ragtag collection of books into a functional unit where people could read and browse books. He also even helped his fellow prisoners by helping them get their school diplomas. Similarly, Malcolm did the same with his time, means he had a lot of time on his hands which he could have spent doing nothing. But instead, he chose to read books and educate himself. Because of that, when he left the prison, he became one of the most prominent civil rights activists in America. None of this was pre-planned by Malcolm, but this all happened because he used his time efficiently in the prison. See, we all have 24 hours in a day, but it's upon us how we use those hours. So, rather than wasting your precious time, why not do something productive like reading some chapters or even revising your previous work? Because doing useless things won't do any good to you. So, either get busy living or get busy dying. So, these were the lessons you can learn from the movie Shawshank Redemption. Stay tuned with us for part 2. Until then, goodbye.